Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you this big stack of books I ordered this month. And there are a lot, as you can see. Let's jump right in. We're going to start with the Heartstring Duet. Is that? Yeah. Book 1, Crown Me Dead, Crown Me Yours. Book 2. It says, wet me, bed me, slit my throat. Born in dirt, raised in rot, I dig grave for the dead, while the living decay around me. When my brother coughs blood, he appears, a man too polished for the graveyard, with a burden too cruel for the light. Seduce the king, become the queen, die and my brother lives. Kill is a nightmare of living ruin. The rotting ruler of a festering realm, a veil in his shadow, the cold architect of my demise. One man needs my heart to beat, the other plans to stop it forever. They think I'm a pawn, but I'm the grave digger's daughter, and I know exactly where to bury them. Welcome to my funeral. That's book 1. What I heard about it is the rot broke out in this realm, and she needs to seduce the king to lift the curse or whatever it is. I heard a lot of good things about this Heartstring Duet. They're quite small. The first book has 275 pages and book 2 has 249. It's a complete duology. Duology? So I'm very curious about this book, about this series. Next, we have a book of Vanessa Allen, the writer of this book is The Kings of Kearney. Sorry, I butchered it. But it's a book of Vanessa Allen, the one who wrote these 3. Lights Out was one of my first dark romance, and I have dark rom-com romance or whatever, and I loved it. I loved it so much. So Jacob Larson is going to be the death of me. They call him the Viking, and he's chief enforcer of the motorcycle club that runs this small Texas town. He's a criminal, as dangerous as he's sexy. The kind of man who makes you sit up and take notice. And I've noticed there's an extra energy in the bar where I work on the nights he's there. He's clearly looking for something on the prowl, because someone is breaking one of the cardinal rules set by the leader of the Kings. Unfortunately, he noticed me too. Now we're neck deep in trouble, even bigger than the Kings. And every time I think I know what's really going on, he reveals another surprise. But how far am I willing to go to protect this town? If I fall for him, there's no going back, no hope for a peaceful ending. But perhaps descending into darkness with him could lead to something even better than a happily ever after. I like the motorcycle trope, so I'm very curious how this will go. Next, we have Braving the Storm by Elliot Rose. I read 20% of this a long time ago, but I saw these sprayed edges. Look how beautiful. I had to get it. So, a Crimson Ridge novel. In this sizzling forbidden love romance, a woman flees her city life for the comfort of Crimson Ridge, not expecting she will be faced with a surprisingly sexy man from her past. I'm not supposed to feel this way. I never wanted to disappear more than while I was around my family. Brer Lane, the girl useful for one thing, my last name. A business handshake and a paw to betrayed, my father's chess piece shuffled between empires. That was my life back in LA, but all it took was finding the dirty secret stuffed in a jacket pocket, and my entire world unraveled. I flee to the one place I knew they could never find me, Crimson Ridge. Arriving in this hard, snowy world, I thought I'd be starting over on my own. But it turns out the abandoned cabin I inherited isn't what it seems. It's Mountain Heights, an ex-pro bull rider who consumes this space, and now my every thought. Stormont Lane, my father's adopted brother. We never should have found ourselves isolated in the mountains together, each trying to outrun our past. It took was one misunderstanding, one line almost crossed. A girl like me isn't supposed to know what those tattooed hands feel like. And I'm certainly not meant to feel butterflies anytime those piercing blue eyes land on mine. Long dark nights in this tiny cabin, we have no excuse to step into forbidden territories. Or can we? It's a blue romance, an age gap romance. This is one of my favorite tropes. Next up is The Kiss Thief by L.J. Shen. Again, beautiful sprayed edges, beautiful hardcover. There was a big sale online with all hardcover, hardbacks. So I went to town with it. They say your first kiss should be earned. Mine was stolen by the devil in a masquerade mask under the black Chicago sky. They say the vows you take on your wedding day are sacred. Mine were broken before we left church. They say your heart only beats for one man. Mine split and bled for two rivals who fought for it until the bitter end. I was promised to Elangelo Bandini, the heir to one of the most powerful families in the Chicago outfit, then taken by Senator Wolf Keaton, who held my father's sins over his head to force me into marriage. They say that all great love stories have a happy ending. I, Francesca Rossi, found myself erasing and rewriting mine until the last chapter. One kiss, two men, three lives, entwined together. And somewhere between those two men, I had to find my forever. Heard not a lot about it, but I'm very curious to read this one as well. Next up, Quicksilver. I started it in May. I landed from the library, but as the story involved, I fell in love. I fell head over heels in love with the characters, with the world, with everything and all. So I bought it. I read it. I changed one of my prompts from June to Quicksilver, and I devoured it. I loved it so much. And that's why he's right here. I ordered myself Brimstone. I absolutely cannot wait to read this one. I think everybody knows what it's about. And yeah, I cannot wait to pick up this next one and continue this amazing story. So, to be continued. Next up, we have Bloodbound by Alice Hunter. I heard a lot of things about it. Look at the beautiful sprayed edges again and the character art. Astrid has always known she is descendant to die. She's the last Nutstern witch and heir to the queendom of Arthurie. Cursed to duel her rival from the kingdom of Fatra for the source of all magic. She only has her familiar, her potions and her wits to aid her. Her opponent, Prince Shreyan, Jesus, all those names, has a massive hell-damned dragon. She's going to die, and the chance to cure the blight ravaging the queendom will die with her. Deep in the dragon country, blade juggler Skylar is reaching for her best friend, who she fears has been taken in the king's conscription of those with blooded powers. She despises the royals, but the path to find him may just take her closer to them and the witches than she will like. As the duel looms, Skylar and Astrid's fates intertwine, force them to choose between loyalty and survival in a world where every decision could lead to ruin. I'm curious about this one. But I loved the sprayed edges, so I couldn't leave him behind. Next. Between Two Kings. The only problem is, and I hate it very much. Oh. Look at the size difference. But well, I could not find the larger version for this, or the smaller version for this. So we have to do with what we have. This is book 2 in the Split or Swallow series. Kiss of the Basilisk was part 1. I read it in May. I loved it. But it's smutty. It's pure smut. It's almost alone smut. But the plot, I liked it. Didn't see it coming. But we will continue with book 2. Also curious to see how this will end. Next, The Night Prince, book 2 of the Wolf King series. It's a It's a trilogy. The Wolf King, The Night Prince, and the Queen, I think it is. Also loved The Wolf King very much. Could not withstand to buy the hardback of this one as well. So, another very interesting book. The last two. The Ballad of the Falling Dragons. It's book 2 for When the Moon Hatched. This one I have in hardback. When the Moon Hatched I have in paperback, but I bought the hard copy of When the Moon Hatched as well. Didn't start it as I supposed to do for my June TBR, but I read 2 very, very, very large books, and I hope to start and finish Crown Me Dead before July hits. So book 2, absolutely love it. Sprayed edges. It's amazing. It's so beautiful. And last but certainly not least, Starside by Alex Astor. I heard so many good things about this. Everyone and their mother, brother, sister have read or is reading this one. I have the beautiful copy of it. My first Alex Astor book was Lightlark. And the cute story about that, I got the copy from Alex herself as part of a giveaway, and I ate it up. I love Lightlark so much, so I'm very excited to read this one as well. That's it for the book haul of June. My next video will be my new TBR game. I will show you a sneak peek of what I made. Also can be that this one is going up first, but I don't know. I hope you like this video and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!